So we'll begin. The story is Listen to the Wind. We are the children of Corfei. We live in a village in the mountains of Pakistan. Our families grow and gather the food we eat. Our mothers weave and sew the clothes we wear. We make up our games and we make our own toys. We read our books and we write with our pencils. We study in the school that we helped to build. Before our school was built, we had lessons outside and we wrote with sticks on the ground. That was before a stranger stumbled into our village. He was cold and hungry and sick, and we gave him tea and food and a bed near the fire. He told us his name. It was Greg Mortensen, and he was a nurse. He had come from the United States to climb our mountains, but he had lost his way. As he grew stronger, he helped to heal our sick. We called him Dr. Greg. Sometimes he sat outside and helped us with our lessons. He knew that our teacher came just 3 times a week, but that we still studied every day. When Dr. Greg was well enough to go home, he asked Haji Ali, our wisest man, to help him think of something special he could do for the people of our village, Corfei. And Haji Ali answered Dr. Greg with a puzzle. Listen to the wind, he said. Dr. Greg closed his eyes. From above the village on the high flat ground where we sat at our lessons, the wind carried our voices down the path. And Dr. Greg heard our voices at the school, and he felt the wind blow cold against his face, and now he understood. Corfei needed a school, and Dr. Greg promised to come back and help us build one. We watched him walk away till he disappeared into the folds of the mountains. And I'm sure the people of Corfei thought that they would never see Dr. Greg again. 1 year later, we saw a man walking on the path far below our village. It was Dr. Greg. We all ran down to meet him. In Skardu, the nearest town, he had collected lumber, cement, tools that we would need to build our school. But high above the Braldu River, we had only a single cable with a small box that could carry a person to our mountain from the next one. There was no bridge. Without a bridge, no one could carry heavy loads of building materials to the town of Corfei. How could this be done? So everyone worked together to build a bridge from our mountain all the way to the mountain on the other side of the river. Many months later, Dr. Greg and our fathers and friends crossed the strong new bridge, carrying the supplies we needed to build our school. They continued to climb until they reached the place where we had piled a mountain of stones cut from our own mountains. Haji Ali marked the exact spot where our school was to stand. Our mothers mixed the cement, and the men began to lay the stones for the classroom walls. With our very small fingers, we wedged tiny slivers of stones into the cement to make the walls strong. And our school grew each day up from the high, flat ground where we used to write with our sticks. Finally, the men attached the roof, and they asked Dr. Greg to hammer in the very last nail to the school. Our school was finished, and it was time to celebrate. Our imam, Sher Taki, our wise man, Haji Ali, our teacher, whose name was Hussein, and Dr. Greg, who kept his promise, Julia, the librarian, who brought our books, the craftsmen, the workmen, the porters, the grown-ups of Corfei, the children of Corfei, and even the yaks, and the goats and the sheep, everybody marched together, all to our new school. Sher Taki blessed the building, and we ran into our new school with our teacher Hussein, who now would come to teach us Not 3 days, as before, but every day. We are the children of Corfei, and we live in a village in the mountains of Pakistan. We write in a language called Urdu, and we also are learning English. We add, we subtract, we read our books and explore our maps. We are learning in the school that we help to build. We are the children of Corfei. Can you hear our voices? Listen to the wind.